weekend, Update 4. Now here's Bob Mayer.
Good evening. With a curfew now in effect, the only persons on the streets of Miami's riot-torn areas are police, National Guardsmen, and numerous snipers, looters, and torchmen setting dozens of fires that are now burning out of control.
Greater Miami, Dade County.
As dusk fell and the 8 p.m. curfew went into effect, new fires began to erupt all over the Northside Shopping Center area along Northwest 27th Avenue between 62nd and 79th Streets.
Let's move it. Marksburg is a long way. Saturday morning games can be pretty rough. We have to move out fast. So, they can't always take time for an ordinary breakfast, but...
In December 1979, Arthur McDuffie went for a late-night motorcycle ride. He failed to stop for a red light, resulting in a high-speed police chase through the streets of the Central District. According to the police report, McDuffie was injured crashing his motorcycle, then violently resisted arrest and was taken to Jackson Memorial Hospital.
What did he die from?
He died as a result of blunt head injuries with destruction of his underlying brain. He was beaten to death.
The 11-9 are reasonable, and I think we should deal with them, and I think they're very well thought out, and I think they're important.
In my opinion, it was used as a punishment area. Some of the worst police officers are put in there to punish them, to show that this is where you're going to end up if you defy the administration.
The tensions in the area prompted some white residents to arm themselves, brandishing their rifles and pistols for all passers-by to see.
I've got a little boy. I'm going to protect him. I'm going to protect my property. I never did anything to them people. They don't have no right coming in here and doing something to me.
There are those who say this country is in the autumn of its time, that we have lost our pride and quality no longer is a way of life.
Since the violence began on Saturday night, fires like this one have been breaking out all over the predominantly black section. Firemen no longer need armed escorts. There are just too many fires being set to put them all out.
My life is where I want to be. It's Miami.
It's Miami.
Miami's for me.
Authorities have extended now the area in which curfew is in effect, with the new northern boundary being Northwest 103rd Street. Within the areas marked, no movement is allowed until after 6 tomorrow morning.
We have filed charges today against 5 officers of the Public Safety Department as a result of the tragic killing of Mr. Arthur McDuffie and the ensuing effort to cover up the circumstances surrounding it.
Today, his relatives were armed to the teeth as they helped him pack up. A nephew carried a rifle, .357 Magnum pistol, and a tear gas grenade.
Once again, the nation stood at a racial crossroads. Would America move closer to its promise of equal opportunity and equal justice?
Sweetness that brings back true cola flavor and takes away aftertaste.
Many who vacation in Florida return to live. Each week, more than 1,000 families move into the Sunshine State.
Government officials say when these riots are over, property losses will be more than $1 billion.
Concerned about what's going on in our area right now, and I can say I'm just as disappointed and frustrated as everybody else about what happened in Tampa yesterday. But I don't think the way to deal with this is by going out and rioting and burning and stealing and killing people and killing ourselves the way we are. Arthur McDuffie was a friend of mine. At one time, he was my next-door neighbor. So it touched me a great deal because I knew him. He was a very fine person. And to see this happen, I know how the people feel. But we've got to get out of the street. We've got to obey the laws. We've got to obey the curfews. We've got to go home. Parents, let's keep your children home. And children, let's try to keep our parents home, too.